Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jay, and today I'm doing another edition of Jay Talks Philadelphia Eagles Football 2022 season, week 3 against the Washington Commanders. And I'd like to say I am sorry for screwing up the game. I didn't know the Eagles were playing Washington. I thought they were playing home till next game. So I am sorry for that, but let's talk about the Eagles against the Commanders. Eagles took care of business, 24-8. I didn't expect it to be that kind of a score. I thought it'd be more closer, but it was pretty much on the offense side. You had Jalen Hurts passing the ball deep downfield to the receivers. A.J. Brown got a touchdown. Devontae Smith 2 times downfield. Dallas Goedert got a touchdown. Devontae Smith got a touchdown. A.J. Brown got a touchdown. He had 3 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns. And defense is basically defensive line. It's basically you get a sack, 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 you get. I think 8 or 9 times they got to Carson Wentz. So that says something right. That defense stepped up this time around. Holy cow! My player of the game on offense and defense is Jalen Hurts. On offense, defense is Brandon Graham. He got 2.5, about two and a half sacks and a fumble force. So good job to him. Jalen Hurts with over 300 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. Yeah, Eagles took care of business, and you notice the score 24-8. There's 2 numbers, legendary numbers. Kobe Bryant, say that. So. Yeah, my thoughts are I didn't get to see it, but I saw the highlights. I thought they did well. My concern is with this team is that they need to run the football more. I thought 2 concerns. They need to run the football more and be able to do points in the second half, which they did well in the first half, but second half they need to do more points and more damage and stuff. I didn't like the fourth down call they had. It was like 4th and 1. I should think they should choose a different play or maybe kick a field goal. So, yeah. But overall, I like the win. It puts them at 3-0. This team is legit. I'm not 100% in the bandwagon yet for this team, but they're looking really good for the start of the year until they go to the next. So let's go ahead and go to the recap of this whole game. Eagles 400 yards total offense to the Washington 240. Eagles have 5 penalties. Washington 4. Pretty good day for the Eagles. Good job for them keeping less penalties. 52 yards penalty to Commanders 48. Eagles had the ball less time than the Commanders. Eagles had the ball 27 minutes and 6 seconds to Commanders 32 minutes and 54 seconds. Going to the offensive side, Jalen Hurts, 22 out of 35, 340 yards, 3 touchdowns, no rushing touchdowns, no turnovers this game. Carson Wentz, 225 out of 43, 211 yards, no touchdowns. Miles Sanders, 15 attempts, 46 yards. I think they still need to feed him the ball more. Hurts ran for 9 attempts for 20 yards. Gainwell, 3 attempts, 6 yards. Scott, 2 attempts, 1. Basically nothing. And Zach Pascal, 1 attempt, no yards. Going to the Commander side. I got to get used to that, saying that name. Command went from the old name, football team to Commanders. So Gibson, 12 attempts, 38 yards. Wentz, 3 attempts, 22. Samuel, 3 attempts, 13. McKissick, 3 attempts, 8 yards. Williams, 1 attempt, 6 yards. And the receiving side of the ball, Devontae Smith had another great game. 8 catches, 169 yards, 1 touchdown. A.J. Brown, 5 catches, 85 yards, a touchdown. Their new backup tight end, Kaptera, rookie, 1 catch, 40 yards. Dallas Goedert caught 3 for 26 and a touchdown. Pascal caught 3 for 18. Stoll caught 1 for 4. And Miles Sanders caught 1 for -2. We go to the Commander side. Terry McLaurin caught 6 for 102 yards. Samuel caught 7 for 48. McClistick, 6 catches, 32 yards. Milling caught 1 for 12. Dotson, 2 for 10. Thomas, 2 for 5. And Gibson and caught 1 for a gain of 2. Going to the scoring summary here. Real quick, Eagles all in the second quarter. They scored first. Jake Elliott got the Eagles start early, got the first score of the game, made a 32-yard field goal. Eagles later on a screen pass to Dallas Goedert, 23 yards, made it 10-0. A.J. Brown caught a slant route, made it 17-0. Then Devontae Smith caught a 2-yard pass from Hurts, made it 24-0. The Eagles were backed up after a good punt, and they got tackled in the end zone by Payne for a safety. It made it 24-2. Then the touchdown run by Gibson made it 24-8. So they took care of business. Like I said, it was that whole defensive line was just basic. I didn't expect to see that often, but watching these to have some address their offensive line issues because they were no match against the Eagles up front. Up front defensively, basically, you get a sack, 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 you get a sack. So yeah, it was not that great. I want to see if I can find who all get the sacks here real quick. Yeah, it was that type. I never expected that. I mean, it's been a long time since the Eagles had that many sacks in a game. So here we go. Defensively, Eagles have one force. Eagles forced a fumble. Let's see here. TJ Edwards got 10 tackles, 9 solo. 1 sack. Kaiser White with 9 tackles total. Brandon Graham 2.5 sacks, 6 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. He did have a couple of fumbles. Bradbury caught a tackle for 5. C.J. Gardner Jr. caught a tackle for 5. Angel Max got 5. Mike Evans got 4 tackles. Hansel Rick got 4 tackles in the second half. Fletcher Cox got 3 tackles in the second half. Same with Josh Sweat. And Javon Hurd got 1 tackle. 1 sack. So agreeing to a total of 9 sacks altogether. Eagles offense overall on the team, they gave up only 3 sacks, which is good. But the Eagles' next game is not going to be, well, I won't say it's easy, but it's going to be interesting because now the Eagles play their former head coach, head coach Doug Peterson, against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So it's to be his first time back in Philadelphia. So they're probably going to give him the, like Warren Wilkinson's what he did for the Eagles, but, I wish he could have been, things would have been different, but they'll probably give him a war welcome. But it's going to be interesting to see him coming out of the tunnel with the Jaguars. They're not going to be an easy team with Trevor Lawrence and this team. They just won their first road game, so there was some momentum on their side. They won two straight, so looking forward to continue that momentum as they take on the 3-0 Eagles. So I expect it to be a good one. I think if the Eagles run the ball more with Miles Sanders, get him at least 20 attempts, guys. Come on. Run the ball more. Protect your quarterback. I mean, he's going to look like he's doing what he does best. Quiet and naysayer so far, but I sense this will be a good game. It could go down to a score. I sense we'll say 20-21 Eagles if they do everything right. If not, 20-21 Jaguars. But we'll see what happens. It could go either way. Like I said, Eagles need to take less penalties, get pressure on Trevor Lawrence, make him run, stop the running game, and make him make some bad throws. Eagles run the ball more, stay with your best, keep your quarterback upright, don't have him run the ball. You have him run for occasional, but don't have him run for a touchdown all the time. Give your running back some more carries. Let him do his thing, let him throw the ball, make sure he makes good decisions to protect him, and have their turnovers, basically. Have less penalties as well. Don't turn the ball, force turnovers, but we'll have to wait and see how this one goes. It's going to be a good, exciting game back home in Lincoln Financial Field. Since it's going to be interesting to see Coach Peterson on the other side against Coach Sirianni. So, looking forward to seeing those two matchups if I can watch it, that is. Might have to get some streaming services. Anyway, if you like my thoughts on my recap of Week 3 Eagles and Commanders, leave a like, comment, and also please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I would like to thank all my subscribers for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, and viewing. Without you, I won't be doing these. So, thank you, everybody. Hope you have a safe and wonderful Monday, and I'll see you next time. Take care, stay safe, stay humble, be a blessing, fly, Eagles, fly.